Oh, it looks like soap though, doesn't it? I don't want to be wiping my balls with this. Anyway, welcome back. Okay, here we go. I've got something. I can't talk too long. Do you know why? Because it's frozen, which means it can melt. Wow, wow, wow. Mochi ice cream. Oh man. So, mochi ice cream. I've had mochi ice cream before. Not in the UK, I've had it in Japan. Usually you would see things like vanilla flavoured. This one's mango flavoured. They had two other flavours, which was passion fruit and coconut, which I found a bit bizarre because they're not your usual mochi ice cream flavours. But the more important thing is, I think I'm going to have to chuck this in the freezer because you know the amount of talk, and by the time I get around to eating it, it'll be melted. Right, quickly. For all of yous out there who are unaware of the thing that is called mochi. Right, here's my mochi. It's a beautiful thing. Thank you, adore, darling. Right, no, so mochi is actually these. These are a form of mochi. So yes, mochi is made from rice. I've heard some other ingredients. It's usually smashed it down. It's like this sort of mochi gnome or a gome, whatever you call it, and it's like mashed all down to basically this, and it just becomes more and more. They add some cornstarch, add in all that goodness, and it basically becomes this chewy, delightful, killing thing. Killing, yeah, well that's interesting. It actually kills a lot of people every year. It's kind of sad. Kind of sad, it sounds so horrible. It's obviously quite terrible because around the Japanese New Year's, I think it's very common to eat mochi. I'm hoping I ain't got that wrong. Their version of like New Year's, they have a lot of mochi, and usually a lot of elderly end up choking on the mochi, which is very tragic. But hey, they still keep doing it. They're playing those dice with the devil. But no, this one's more a sweet treat version. By the way, absolutely love mochi. If you can have it in this form, put it in a soup, absolutely fantastic. Like, well, what you gotta do first, chuck it under the grill, let it expand, and then you can chuck it into like a soup or whatever, so delicious. Even better if you have some cheese. Oh, go to a yakitori place, get this with the skewers, the mochi, the cheese. Oh, it looks like soap though, doesn't it? I don't want to be wiping my balls with this. Anyway, we're gonna look at these balls instead. So these are Wao Mochi ice cream. Obviously it's just a rip-off of the Tesco ones, which are the Little Moons. I was originally gonna buy those, but I think they're £4.50 a packet. Reducing it down by £1.50 to £3 makes it a lot more sort of buyable. It's amazing how just reducing things by £1.50 can make the price that much more sort of, you know, good. One thing I was concerned about when I got these was if it was actually gonna be like legit mochi ice cream. Now from the pictures it doesn't look it. I mean, when you have proper mochi ice cream, it is only a thin layer of mochi with a lump of ice cream in the middle, and it's usually delightful. It's just nice. It's a nice change from just ice cream. A lot of people might not like the texture of mochi, so it's one of those things. Try it once. If you don't like it, give it to someone else. They probably will like it. I mean, if you don't like it, then fuck off. Too bad. Unlucky. You don't get to enjoy the delightful pleasures that is known as mochi. You know. And not as Simon Cowell calls it, mochi. Oh my god, does my bloody head in. Mochi. Anyway, I don't know. Wow is right. So wow, mochi ice cream. Anyway, let's crack this open. Let's see what's actually inside of it. Oh, ooh, look at these. Don't they look a delight? They're about the right size actually. I've seen them bigger. I mean, they are quite small. I'm tempted, I'll tell you what, I'm tempted to actually use some of these and actually make tempura mochi ice cream. Not exactly the most common thing in Japan, but it can be done, and it has been done. It's kind of similar to Mexican bean ice cream. They deep fry ice cream. Sensational if you've never had it. But mochi ice cream, deep fried with tempura batter. Oh. Anyway, let's crack this open. So you get 6 in a pack, not bad. I mean, if you're talking £3 each, that's 50p per. Was that some quick maths from me? I know it's simple, but if you understand my maths, it's pretty tragic. But you get 50p each. 50p, depends how many you eat really. If you're like me, who would probably just eat the whole packet, then yeah, that's not exactly the best thing in the world. But mochi isn't readily available in this country, so this is kind of why I do a lot of the Asian foods. I hope I can build up enough of following that people get interested in Asian food more people that get interested with it, it increases demand for it. The increased demand means more and more places stock it. More and more places stock it means I can get my favourite foods without having to worry about my mother-in-law sending me gift packages, which I do love. Thank you. Anyway, so let's open these bad boys up. Aha. You nug. Oh, I do love mango. I do love mango. Isn't it just like such a pleasant smell? It's like the sort of smell you want to have in your shampoo, you know, in a drink. I've never really had mango ice cream, really. It's more sorbet, which I'm actually concerned about. I don't know if I'm concerned, but it's interesting actually, because mochi, you can actually get mochi in not just the, I'm going to pull this out so many times, white colour. You can get it actually in multiple ways. They actually have so much variety, especially you go to like their version of farmers markets. You can get like, obviously like mochi with like green tea in it. You can have mochi. I've had purple mochi. I think I've had an orange one, which was orange flavoured. How's it look? It looks pretty damn frozen. I feel like, ooh, it does feel a bit pliable. That's some good news. How about we just go for it, rather than waiting around and see how actually this bad boy is. I'm gonna just bite straight through in the middle, see if I can. Oh my God, you see that draw there? That that's filth, but there's a reason why. It's like my mouth just got instantly wet in the most less prolific thing. Look at that. Oh, does that not look enticing? That mochi. It does the job. That does the job. It does taste like, well, it is mochi. I mean, I'd be hard pressed to find out if it isn't actually mochi. Because with the differences of mochi ice cream, they make it really thin on the outside. Like I said, I'm used to having it big, chunky, so it's a lot more chewy. It's not as chewy, which makes it a lot more easy to eat. And obviously, the good thing is with it, other than the powdered sugar, it's easy to eat with your hands. So it's very on the go sort of ice cream snack. So it would be interesting if they actually start stocking things like this in, like, you know, your garages, supermarkets and stuff like ones that you can actually buy, maybe bigger ones that you can just take on the go, because it is one of those things that it's not like an ice cream which is just all, you know, sugar melt around your hand. I guess it would after a while, but it seems really frozen at the moment. But yeah, that flavour, oh my life, it is mango, insane, intense in your face. I kind of wanted the coconut ones as well, because I do like coconut, but I'm a bit annoyed they don't do vanilla, because that's just the original, and even in Japan, vanilla is one of the ones that's the more common to see, either that or green tea. But still, I am not arguing with this delicious mango flavour. That was a big bite. Look at that. That's more of a sight. That's more the sight I should have showed you at first. I mean, it's a good amount. I mean, it's a good thin layer. Absolutely fantastic. The powdered sugar, I'm not sure if it's powdered sugar. It doesn't taste like powdered sugar. Yeah, I mean, that mochi is nice. I mean, I've read people saying they don't like this. It's one of those things, I think, because our culture hasn't really had mochi for that long, I think people are sort of adjusting. I mean, if you understand anything about Japanese food, they don't put as much importance on flavours compared to other countries. The Western society, we feel like everything has to have a certain flavour. They put more emphasis on textures than flavours. You look at things like sushi. I mean, like, you see people when they go for sushi, they'll just dunk it in soy sauce, and it's just like, what are you doing? You are ruining that delicate flavour of that fish by smashing so much soy sauce. They only put a little dab of that bad boy on there, and then you eat it. And you enjoy the textures of each fish, and it's just so delicious. But when I'm talking about fish, we're talking about mochi ice cream. This is absolutely fantastic. It is, I've just realised that whole time I was holding it, look, oh, we could do some magic. It does become quite sticky. And that's just the beast of mochi itself. It's fantastic. Although, I will say, only 6 in a pack. Oh, you might be like me right now, who just can sit here like, I'm not gonna sit here anymore. Oh, it's fucking cold. Important bit. How many calories this bad boy got? It's actually 68 calories per piece. So, if you're anything like me, big boy, means you're not gonna care about eating the whole pack. Do you know why? That's not even one piece of cake right there. Absolutely fantastic. I love it. I absolutely love it. I think they're not worth the money. I think £3 is far too expensive. I'm a cheap arsehole. Give me these, you know, for any price other than £3. Pound is always nice. I realised I opened this wrong. I had an easy open thing. I'm such an idiot. Do I think they are they worth the money? No, they're not worth £3. If I was going to price these £2, I'd be happy. £3 is, I still can't see many people getting these. The thing is, okay, here's the thing. I'm sure many people tuned out by the end of the taste just to make sure, oh, does it taste good? Okay, first let's say that. Does it taste good? Yes, it tastes good. Is it worth £3? Probably not. Anyway, the reason why I think it's not potentially worth £3, and this is always going to be my argument in a lot of things like this. When you're trying to market something that a lot of people aren't going to buy because they're scared of trying it. I mean, this is the thing. I'm not saying every Western person, but a lot of Western people, they stick to the same food every time. There's that other video I did about having different foods other than Western foods. I'll see if I can link it up. But it's all about like trying something different. Now, I look at these. These are £3, okay? You get 6. They're small. Yeah, mum taking her kids to the supermarket. They're not gonna be like. I mean, these became really popular. I think because of TikTok. I don't bloody know that. But they became really popular because of that. But anyway, back to the point. Is mum's not going to go in there and risk getting dessert for her kids and herself and then going, oh, I don't know, you might not like mochi ice cream, it's not good here. Oh no, never trust the Japanese snacks. They're either good or bad. Well, actually, most of them are absolutely delicious, but that's my point of reference. But the thing is, they'll look at it and go, so I've got mochi ice cream for £3 here, or I've got an absolute banging ice cream tub for like £1.50. Which one are you going to choose? Now, obviously, if you're like me, I'd still choose the ice cream. It's cheaper. You get more of it. I know it's all quantity versus quality, and I love mochi ice cream. It's fantastic. But when you're going to compare that to like a big tub of ice cream, it's hard. I think the good thing with these though is it forces yourself to like make them last. So if you're like me and buy shopping once a week, if you eat them all, then you've got no ice cream left for the rest of the week. But yeah, that's my take on it. I think they're good. I just think they're well overly priced for what they are, but they're still delicious. I still much rather get the ones in Japan because you can get fun things like tiramisu flavoured. Oh, they're so good. Maybe deep fry them. Then they might be worth their money. But definitely worth their calorie. Well, they'll be definitely adding some calories on it as well. Anyway, guys, you take it easy. Take care of yourself. And I'll catch you again soon. Bye. Oh, wow.